lamp.
What
Yeah,
lamp?
the lava lamp.
In the late 1940s, after serving as a pilot in the war, Edward Craven Walker went on to have a colourful career. Not because he was a pioneering nudist, but because he invented an object which would capture the imagination of millions. And came to symbolise one of Britain's most colourful decades. So, what was this object? The lava lamp. This was the culmination of a 12-year obsession that first began in 1948, following a chance visit to the Queen's Head in Poole in Dorset. After he'd been propped at the bar for a few minutes, Craven Walker noticed a curious contraption. It looked something like this, a clear flask filled with two very different liquids. After he'd been looking at it for a while, the landlord walked past and turned a light on underneath. As he sipped his pint, he became mesmerised by the swirling drops of liquid. The landlord explained that he got it from an inventor called Alfred Dunnett. Now, it was supposed to be some sort of egg timer, but the landlord was just using it as a sort of a curiosity. All it consisted of was two liquids, oil and water. And no matter how much you stir them together, they don't mix, but you do get these amazing blobs and swirls forming. This was still the 1940s, and novelty lamps were all but unheard of. But Craven Walker realised that a lamp didn't need to simply be a source of light. It could also be a source of art in its own right, something to stare at and be admired. And that was Craven Walker's eureka moment. His next problem was to make the two liquids interact by themselves, and this would be the beginning of a 12-year obsession. He immediately went home and began experimenting with all sorts of liquids and bottles and oils and waxes to try and work out what the perfect combination was. Craven Walker died in the year 2000, but I'm meeting up with his wife, Susan, to find out how he came to create such an iconic object. So was he a very meticulous man?
Most of his life he spent trying to perfect it, and then tested it and retested it. Drove you nuts.
And was it an immediate success?
His very first customer, he went straight to the top, straight to the West End. And the lady came in and said, "Take that beastly thing away, get it out of here." And every step of the way, he was snubbed or came against a brick wall, but he just kept going, kept going.
But Craven Walker was simply years ahead of his time, because then came the swinging 60s, and his invention was soon to strike a chord with the Psychedelic Revolution. For him, what was the perfect lava lamp like?
The perfect lava lamp was one with the serpentine type shape. Anyone can make a blob lamp, but for him, the perfect shape was the serpentine shape.
And 50 years on, the lava lamp's popularity still endures. They are patented and still produced here in the UK, at this factory run by Cressida Granger. Is the shape of the bottle important?
Well, it's good because as it rises, there's less volume of liquid, so it cools more quickly.
OK, what's inside the bottle?
Well, it's secret.
Ah, secret.
Absolutely.
You can tell me. There's no one watching.
It's it's mainly wax and water and other, secret tweaky bits.
Every lava lamp produced here in Britain is still made by hand. Craven Walker's invention helped to define one of Britain's most colourful decades, and today the lava lamp is still as intriguing as ever.
Yes. Let's hear it for the lava lamp. Vote now for the lava lamp. Here we are at Opportunity Ox again. Have they